What's going on with y'all, man? I'm over here. It's your boy Fetty. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla at me or anything, man. Comment. We on Instagram. We on Twitter. We everywhere. TikTok. We everywhere we can make the money where. You know what I mean? But, we're going to react to this video of, I don't know what's going on, but he's asking, the reason why they use DNA. And, the comments are saying that this has to stop, but we're going to see.
Reason why they use DNA from the cells of other humans and other animals in vaccines is to trigger an autoimmune reaction. Now I'm going to set this up for everybody.
I feel sick.
This is to make you aware. This
I never got vaccinated, but I know people that got vaccinated. My wife got vaccinated, her whole family, my whole family got vaccinated. I'm like the only person that I know that hasn't been vaccinated. Oh, I had a cousin, he ain't vaccinated. And one of my brothers, they're not vaccinated, but everybody else, all vaccinated.
is the autoimmune industry complex. Inject people without them asking or knowing DNA from other species and other humans into their body. You will wreck their immune system and create autoimmune diseases for life. Do you want to know how I know it?
No.
Real simply. Have you ever heard of a person getting an organ transplant?
Sure.
Yes.
Name an organ that they like to transplant.
Kidneys.
Kidneys are a good one. Yep. Kidneys, liver, hearts, right? You get all these, right? Lungs for pulmonary fibrosis. They have lots of organs they do transplants from. When a person you've ever known gets an organ transplant, that organ is coming from another human.
Yeah.
So they're finding someone who died or has sacrificed their own organ, and they're going to put that organ inside of your body. Let's give the kidney, for example. When they do that and they wake you up from the surgery, they then immediately prescribe to you 10 to 15 drugs for life.
Man, I mean, I don't really know much people that have been through that, but I know people that are on that and that got kidneys removed or got a transplant from a kidney and they had to take pills for their whole life.
That are called anti-rejection drugs.
Okay.
Your immune system's going to reject the organ and kill it. Why? Your immune system knows it ain't yours.
Foreign, yeah.
So it's going to go attack it. After it creates antibodies that totally destroy that organ, if you weren't on those drugs, that organ that you just received from somebody else has the DNA structure of kidneys. Guess what happens after it gets done attacking that kidney? It's going to be, those antibodies are floating around your body looking for what?
Kidneys.
Kidney cells, kidney tissue. They are going to then start attacking your kidneys, and you will develop.
So I never got vaccinated, but I always had basically this theory of people who got vaccinated is they're just one button away, from pressing the button and it activates all the shit that destroys in your body. I don't know if that's true, but I was on my research shit and I thought there was magnets in there at a time, and people, so I always been like, I feel like they have like a button that just says activate all the coronaviruses or all the vaccines in people, and it's just gonna be basically eating them away years by year. It's not gonna just fully affect them, but it's gonna be like, oh, okay, you got the vaccine, we're gonna press this button. Probably in next 10 years, you might have a disease where it comes for your arm and one part of your arm has to be removed or your leg has to be removed, there's water in your leg or something. So I always thought about that, but I don't know if that's true. Let me fix this up a little bit. Hold on. Much better. Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but shit, man, anything could happen nowadays. You never know.
Autoimmunity of your kidneys, chronic kidney failure, and you will be on dialysis for life.
Jeez.
The body, we know, will reject and destroy any tissue that's foreign that isn't your DNA. This is a great design by God, by the way. Don't put other DNA in your body.
Right.
So now you put Cocker
Thank you, God.
Spaniel DNA inside of a 6-month-old. You put hepatitis B inside of a 12-hour-old baby.
Yeah.
And you set them up for autoimmune disease.
Yeah, I fucked up, man. I got my baby hepatitis B, they recommended it. Everybody I know around me was saying, yeah, let's get it, let's do it. And, I let it happen. I wish I never did, but, shit happens. And, if my baby, anything happens to my baby, it's gonna be on the people who agreed upon that. You know, because I ain't agree up on no vaccines. I ain't agree up on none of that. But some people they agreed upon it. You know, I have a baby, and if she, I guess, wants to go to public school, you know, she has to get these type of vaccines. So shit's fucked up, but you know, shit happens, man. But my next baby, not gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure that I take full control, and that's not gonna happen. You know, we did it on my first baby, but second baby, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Diseases lifelong. This is why you get juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, juvenile diabetes,
Yes.
SIDS. Why did you get all these conditions of autism? This is
So
what they're
many more
doing.
diseases malfunction, like autoimmune diseases or something that you just not hear about now. It's like everybody, it's common. You're everywhere.
Oh, everybody in the audiences, have you ever wondered why does so many children and adults are allergic to eggs? 7 out of the 9 flu vaccines have what's called ovalbumin, or by name egg protein. Well, I looked that up. I wanted the world to see, why is there egg white in every one of these flu vaccines? Egg whites.
In the flu vaccine.
In the flu vaccine, 7 of the 9. So I looked it up. I wanted to know what eggs
It's
do
not
this
an
come
angel
from.
food cake.
I want to know what eggs, what egg whites from what animals are inside these flu vaccines. All right, so for the first 70 years of vaccine production, they were actually cultured in chicken eggs. They would actually inject. Judy Mikovits used to make them, vaccines at the NIH, injecting the substrate into chicken eggs to culture whatever it is they're trying to grow, that they then put in a syringe and inject inside of you. Any chicken egg protein they inject inside of you as a baby, you will develop lifelong egg allergies to. Just so you know, in the last 20 years, it's no longer chicken eggs.
What is it?
It's snake eggs.
Oh, you're kidding.
90% of all vaccines are manufactured in China, and look it up. There's documentaries about this all over. They're called Chinese snake villages, and they just culture.
Let's go do some research on this shit. This racist bitch right here. Hold on. Chinese snake villages. No way, this is real. Let's see if this shit really real.
In China, it's not just chickens that lay eggs. There are also egg-laying snakes. They're non-venomous, with very low cannibal behavior, so they're much easier to farm. And compared to cobras, their egg production is much higher. With strong domestic demand, farmers are shifting to rat snakes, a safer, more practical choice. That's why snake farming is growing fast, especially in southern China. In China, it's not just chickens that lay eggs. There are also egg-laying snakes. They're non-venomous.
Hold on.
Into a $12 million industry. Wine have been
Tired of juggling spreadsheets and endless tabs just to track your investments? Meet Zenvesto, one dashboard that gives you the
popular remedies to strengthen kidneys and joint health. Thanks to these benefits, per clutch.
I mean, these eggs look
thread
kind
will
of big though. Like they don't look like the regular eggs that we. But I think they're saying that they're injecting us with snake eggs.
Cut after the eggs are collected. The incubation period lasts around 75 in order to mimic the natural habitat and to boost breeding success. Significant dangers. Numerous incidents of disease. Currently, the region that raises the most quails in the world is China. An estimated 1.4 billion quails are raised annually for meat and eggs. Of those, more than 80% are produced in
These
China.
eggs look like some eggs that we haven't eaten before though.
Yeah, China processes
chicken, though.
about
Let's see.
1.3 million quails and around 80 automatic easily come out of the shell. Farmers do not remove them from the incubator until 24 hours after to 7 weeks of age. They lay about 300 eggs.
Man, hold on. Let me do some more research on this shit.
Snake eggs for the pharmaceutical giants in China to manufacture 90% of all of our vaccines that we receive in America.
Okay, so
What?
they're basically saying that they're not using chicken eggs no more for the vaccines, but they're using snake eggs for the vaccines. So that's how we're able to eat chicken eggs.
What is the deal with snakes?
So chicken DNA, snake DNA. Do you want to know why there's so much autoimmunity, so many actual disease states, chronic illnesses in Americans? You're injecting foreign DNA that doesn't belong to you into you. And as long as you stay ignorant and blissfully happy to follow blindly the faith of your white coat authority figures,
Yes.
who don't know anything either,
Yep.
these little booklets will be very powerful. And I want everybody.
That motherfuckers just, I'm telling you, when it comes to all these scientists, all these people, they just follow rules. That's it. These motherfuckers be dumb as fuck. They just follow rules, or some of them do be smart, but they just follow what the hell they're told to. They get a book, they say don't do this, or if you do that, you're gonna get fired from your job, and they just follow that. That's it. Like, no backbone, nothing at all. If they find something that's actual curable, they're not gonna show it because they're scared that they might get their job replaced. They might lose their life or something. So a lot of these people that are not speaking out and speaking on like this type of shit, they're just scared. They don't want their life to be affected. But this is crazy, man. I mean, what do y'all say about this, man? Like, comment, subscribe, man, because I don't know about this stuff, but he's saying that, the vaccines that we have been taking have snake DNA in it, and it's the reason why a lot of people are getting sick and getting hurt because we're injecting DNA that is not basically part of our DNA. So, like I said, like, subscribe, follow me. We're trying to drop a video every week. We'll probably try to get at least 2 more videos every week, and probably try to do, 10 videos, we can see. But, I hope y'all have a blessed day. We out.